good guest speaker today. Introduce him in here in just a few minutes. Anyway, good morning from Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. We're live today, July the 5th, 2023. The weather today is 74 degrees outside, partly cloudy. There's a 37% chance of rain today, and it will probably shower a little bit out there today. Anyway, shout outs go to Jane. Let's see, I can't get this thing. Yeah, Jane, Josh, Heather, Carter, Blaine, Hampton, Hudson, Grant, Sylvia, Heidi, Charlie, Harper, and always loving Martin. Here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, we have a lot of stuff going on during the week and the weekends. We have music lessons all week. Tuesday, Wednesday. We added a Thursday and a Saturday. And we have some of the best instructors in the upstate by far. And we're getting ready to add another one. He's our guest speaker today, and I'll introduce him here just a little bit, but he's another top shelf folks up here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. And we teach fiddle, classical fiddle, mandolin, bass, guitar, banjo, anything with a string on it, we'll teach you how to play it. We'll find a teacher for it somehow. So here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, we're located at 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton or Anderson will get you here. So, and if you need to call me, my number is 864-376-1482, and my name is Don. So we have the best instructors, like I said, in the upstate. Okay. Our sponsor for today is actually Fred Bisel in the page Capos, which he will be talking about today in just a little bit, and he's our sponsor for today's show. So we'll welcome him in just a few minutes. Again, we're located at 5109 Liberty Highway, Anderson or Pendleton will get you here. My number is 864-376-1482, and if you want to call during the broadcast, feel free. If you have any questions about music or any kind of questions, don't even have to be about music, airplanes, boats, whatever, we'll strike up a conversation about it. I'll figure out the answers for it if you want me to. You can follow us on our social media pages on YouTube, Facebook, under Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, and Instagram under BG Bluegrass. Instagram BG Bluegrass. And our official website is bgbluegrasscafe.com. So come and see us and visit us. If you can't make it to the store, we're live every week. We have a show. So join us. We now sell pork rinds, $7 a bag, and they're the best in the upstate. They're made just for me in Breazeale store. We have plain, hot and spicy, salt and vinegar, and smoky bacon and barbecue. Okay. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guest speaker today. His name is Fred Bisel. He just recently moved into the area with his lovely wife, and he's a heck of a musician and a very nice guy. He's a Breazeale type of guy. So, Fred, come on up.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, it was on, I think.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Fred.
Well, thank you, Don.
Yeah,
Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. I saw him yesterday. We were at an event over in Mountain Rest. They have it every year. It's a big event, bluegrass music, and lots of people. Several thousand people there probably yesterday. So we had a good time. Fred and his lovely wife were there as well. So he's going to talk to us about a lot of stuff. And actually, we're going to play a little tune for you here in just a minute. But Fred, tell us what you want to talk about today.
Sure. So we just moved up from Charleston, South Carolina, Luann and myself there. And so you've got the a scholarship for the Clemson Bluegrass department.
Right.
And so we're kind of adding to that, supporting the Clemson Bluegrass. So what we're going to do, and so my background, years and years ago, I went to South Plains College out there and studied with Alan Monday, and really helped a lot. So kind of fast forward probably 30, 40 years, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And then just trying to help out the next generations of bluegrass musicians coming through. So Alan was very helpful with me and guiding me, and saying, he pointed out a lot of things that didn't work at first.
Yeah.
Kind of cleaning up my playing and all that.
Yeah.
And hopefully trying to remember
Yeah.
that. So what we're doing now is working with Brian and Lisa Page. So we're going to do a backup banjo workshop, and with the funds from the workshop is Brian and Lisa Page, who they own those, and Brian designed these Page Capos years ago. They've been doing this for, I don't know, 30 plus years probably. We'll take the funds from the workshop. 100% of them are going to come go to Brian, and then Brian and Lisa are going to work with Ryan over at the Clemson Bluegrass, the Tigertown Grass.
Yeah.
And then I'll say support or have some capos for the students there, which gives them a really good quality piece of gear to help out. And these things will last for years and years.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, can't wait to get one.
Yeah. They're he's got a lot of different models there, and they're going to actually, I can check my dates here. They're going to be down the 1st of October. They're going to actually come down. It's after IBMA, so it's the week, that Monday after. So
yeah.
Well, for the workshop, and again, this workshop, it'll be a group workshop, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at, let's get my banjo here. We're going to look at backup banjo ideas that says, what do you do when you're not playing the solo, which is like 90% of the time here. And we're going to focus on down the neck, more in the open, I'll say that, open to the 5th fret. And so we'll start with just a open roll, I'll say it's a survival guide, and we've put together this booklet here with a bunch of tabs, so you don't have to memorize everything.
It's the booklet that he's come up with for his students that he's going to be working with over here at Bisel.
And so we'll start off, and this is kind of based on what Alan showed me years ago with
yeah, go ahead. We're still going.
With just an open roll. So if you're playing in G, so the whole workshop will be based around the Blue Ridge Cabin home chords.
Yeah.
And so you're just going 2 beats in G. From 2 beats in D, G, 2 beats in C, 2 beats in D, and then back to G.
Yeah.
And kind of keeping that roll going, and we'll look at a couple of different rolls. So if you're I'll say beginner, or early in the banjo journey, there's something for you. If you are I'll say a seasoned player and just want to hang out and play banjo, we've got a bunch of tabs that we'll look at. I'll say the basics, and then it's going to go to, here's how J.D. Crowe approached the Blue Ridge Cabin home. Here's how Alan Monday approached Blue Ridge Cabin home. And then there's some other, I'll say, we've got there's 100 licks, I'd say, and they're all 2 beats. So it'll say, instead of playing, we can fill it in with some, those types of fill-in licks that you can go in and play. So you have the roll, pull out 2 beats, and stick in a lick that you like. And there's probably 100 of them. Again, they're just ideas for C, G, C, and D. And then there's some up the neck break or up the neck licks. So just different things you can play, and pick one or two of them out that you like, incorporate those into it, and then you can kind of join in jams. And the majority of the bluegrass songs are all some combination of G, C, D, E minor, A minor, and where it comes in, this capo. So you can, once you learn to play it open, if they switch the key, you put the capo on and it slides up and down again. You can play the same finger. And it's just a matter of down here, it's pretty easy to keep track of where you're at. Once you start getting up the neck, then you've got to keep track of, all right, well, I'm not in G any longer, I'm in A, so where's that A up the neck? You got to keep track of that. But we'll have a good time with it. Again, all the funds from the, it'll be like $30. I think it's going to be 4 hours, roughly 4 hours. And the goal here, I think, one of our goals we're talking about is, we just moved up a couple months ago, trying to build this up to a group that, work on these workshops, and then have some master classes to where we can hopefully get in. I'll say one of the goals is to, Alan, if you're watching, to have Alan Monday, or
that would be wonderful.
Have him come in and do some workshops, so then everyone is familiar with the tabs. So we'll use tabs, and if you don't know how to read tab, we'll get you set up on that. So again, you don't have to memorize everything. That's the good thing about having a book. You go home, and if you can memorize it first time, hats off to you. But I'm not able to memorize the stuff that quick. So you can take it home there.
Yeah, I've been using the book here at the store when I practice my banjo. I've been using your book. Every time I sit down there to practice, I always open it up, and I'm on the 4th page, I think, of the rolls. Yeah.
So we'll look at, and we're not going to get through all this in the one day, but the plan is to have like different sessions. So I'll say session 1, and have them about every 3-4 months. Session 1, we'll look at just getting that roll down. And if you can, you've got access to all the tabs, and you can kind of move ahead and pick stuff out. Well, then the second one, we'll look at the fill-in. So what happens, and I'm not going to try to sing too much, but there's 4 beats here. That right there is where the banjo can kind of fill stuff in. So you got a little fill in. So we'll look at, the plan in the second session will be what happens when we've got that roll going. How do we fill in?
And that'll be on the second volume that you come out with.
And
get into that.
And then we're going to look at a follow-on. We'll look at more melodic type of stuff with. So it's not more, it's got that Scruggs kind of. But I'll say some easy to play melodic kind of stuff, and then more advanced kind of stuff. So. It's enough there to keep you busy
for a long time.
And then we'll move more towards the next one is doing like the third session will be a single string. Don Reno kind of. And so again, we'll look at that and have something for if you're just new to the single string, or like Scott Bisel, a lot of these the newer players. Well, I think Scott ain't no newer player anymore, but the more this contemporary bluegrass kind of stuff. But look at some single string type stuff, and just kind of keep building. So if we get so when I was in North Carolina, we had Scott Bisel came in. So I know these guys are all busy, but like if we can get I know Christine Scott Benson.
Yeah.
Would be another one.
Yeah, we can get her in. Yeah, that would be great.
You know, have a great time, and it's fun just being able to sit and watch that caliber of player, and they're they flawless and effortless. How in the world are they doing that stuff?
Yeah, they play it every day, probably.
Yeah, a lot of practice.
Yeah, they do that for a living, so they play it every day. Hey, how about maybe I get that guitar behind me and we'll play a little.
Sure. We can do that. Blue Ridge Cabin Home, kind of what we're focusing on here, and it's going to be in the key of A.
We'll have to do it in the key of G. I don't have a capo for that.
Oh, I got one here.
Oh, for a guitar? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've
perfect. Yeah, let me grab that guitar back here, and we'll pick you guys a little tune over here.
Yeah. So we'll get plug in for Brian and Lisa the Page capo here. This is their Page Pro is their newest version. We'll see.
So this is for guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now, see, for some reason I thought he just did banjo.
Yeah, he does banjo and guitar.
Oh, this is a nice capo. Oh, nice. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. I was grabbing the little bar at the bottom of the capo. Beautiful. Now I got to find me a pick over here. And
well, I can't help you with a pick.
Yeah, let me get over here. I got some over here. Yeah.
Well, we'll look at the Blue Ridge Cabin Home again. It's going to be GCD, and I'll start off with some stuff that is what we're going to just the rolls and.
There's a well-beaten path on this old mountainside where I wandered when I was a lad. There I wandered along to the place I call home in those Blue Ridge hills far away. Oh, I love those hills of old and young. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, one bear me home that old mountainside, make my resting place on the hill so high. Pay for me. When the comes and comes on the old mountainside, make my resting place on the hill so high. Oh, I love those hills old and young. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, wanna bear me home that old mountainside, make my resting place on the hill so high. Yeah, that was good. That was fun. That was a good tune there. Oh, that's one of my favorite tunes, actually, Fred. The Blue Ridge Cabin Home. We played it so many times and so much. I just fell in love with that song. You know, I always kid around with folks on Saturday nights. There's about 68 Blue Ridge cabin songs in bluegrass music. It seems like Blue Ridge Cabin Home. Cabin in the Hills of Caroline. Oh, and they just go on. So I tell everybody, this is number 3 out of the 68.
Yeah. Well, interesting up here is they're right up the road. The Blue Ridge.
Right up the road is the Blue Ridge Mountains. Yeah, so it's very appropriate for the area. Yeah, wonderful.
I was thinking about the Osborne song where it's up this hill and down. And I'm like, if you drive around here very, very long, it's up this hill and down, up this hill again, around the turn and.
I've always said this is the best place in the country to live is in our area, and the reason being is, well, several reasons. One of them is we have the Blue Ridge Mountains, And when those big storms come across the Midwest and stuff, Texas, well, when they hit those mountains, they kind of dissipate, you know, because I guess it kind of blocks them. Some of it gets over, and we get a little rain, a little wind, but, you know, nothing really bad ever. I've been here 35, 36 years. You know, every now and then a tree blows over on a house and stuff like that, but nothing really major, no floods and stuff like that, like we see around different parts of the country, you know. So it's a great place to live, a great place to raise a family. And the people here are just really nice, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You go down to Miami, where I was born, and I was raised in a little town called Lantana in Palm Beach County. And it used to be real nice. You know, I surfed for many, many years. I could take my surfboard and walk to the beach, probably in 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. And now to go to the beach, I can get in a car and go from my mom's house, same place. It takes me 30 minutes to get to the beach in a car, same beach. So it's gotten super crowded. I love the beaches, though. So I'm getting ready to go visit my sister probably in a few weeks. And first thing I do is hit the beach. You know, I go swimming in that good salt water. And, you know, salt water heals stuff. Every time I'd get sick or had a cough or a cut, I'd tell my mom, I'm going to the ocean. I'd take a dip, swim around a little bit, and the cold would be gone. The cuts would heal quick. You know, that salt water is just good for you. I ought to start jarring it up and selling it. A jar of Florida beach water. It heals what ails you. But just don't drink it.
Yeah, might be onto something there.
Yeah, might be onto something. You know, they sell these cans down there. It just looks like a Coke can, and it has a picture of a sunshine on the outside. It says,
Florida sunshine.
Yeah, $10 you can buy a can of sunshine. Hello. They open it up, where's the sunshine? Anyway, they have all kinds of gimmicks, I guess, that people do.
Well, you take some mountain air down to them.
Oh yeah, we can bottle up some mountain air and take there's some mountain air. Oh, we have fun, yeah. Okay, Fred, what else you got for us here?
Well, for me, here's a couple different styles. One that an Alan Monday suite, they call it melodic style. So there's the I'll say Earl Scruggs style, and then there's a melodic style. Alan Monday did a lot of that. So here's one that's called Shenandoah Valley Breakdown.
Yeah.
Includes some melodic breaks here.
Oh, that was a beautiful ending.
Yeah.
I love that ending. Wow.
So, yeah. That's a melodic style, and we'll get into hopefully doing a session that's looking at the melodic style where you kind of take the notes from like that into more of a
I play some melodic on Cripple Creek. Charles taught me down the neck some melodic stuff, and I just love the way that sounds.
Yeah, Charles is fantastic.
Yeah, actually, we have Charles. He'll be here Saturday morning. He gets here about 8 o'clock. Has students, and Charles Wood is a 3-time banjo champion, folks. And we're very fortunate to have Charles Wood here every week for lessons. So if you're interested out there in some Step up lessons, I'd say, more than.
Well, he can definitely get you to any level that you want to get to.
Yeah, any level you want to get to, Charles Wood is the man to see. And then, we have Gary Bell on Wednesdays, another excellent banjo teacher.
Now, Charles also teaches over at Clemson for the banjo over there, doesn't he?
I think so. They use Charles Wood at Clemson University for their banjo instructor as well. So he's very well known. Actually, several years back, we went to New York with Charles, and we were invited by what's his name? I can't think. Steve Martin, the comedian. We were invited by him to come up and spend about 4 days with him in New York City, and we had the best time, playing music and just had a good time. It was a lot of fun. I got to meet Steve, and we talked a lot. He just lives about an hour and 20 minutes from here. Actually, is one of his third or fourth homes. He has a cabin up here outside of Brevard. He and his wife and daughter live when he's not working, but he's working most all the time, I think. So when he's not working, anyway, we got maybe about 4 minutes to.
Let me talk about this banjo real quick.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that banjo. It's a very nice banjo. Tell them about it.
This is a Hawthorne banjo. Glenn Bradford out of Kansas City makes these, and it's based on an old Gibson top tension. So the tension to tighten the head is on the top instead of underneath, and the resonator. And this is the big orange, and so it's kind of it's kind of close to the Clemson orange. Go Tigers!
Yeah.
So. But it's got a radius fretboard, fantastic instruments if you get a chance to play one. He's got them. And this has an extended fretboard, which if you play a bunch, it's great. If you don't play that much, it throws you off. So it takes a little while to get calibrated about when you start getting up here, like where am I at here?
Yeah.
But it's got a radius fretboard, which means, probably can't see it here, but it's curving like this as opposed to being flat.
Yeah. And what is the reason for that?
Well, your hand curvature is like on a radius. So a lot of guitars are radius, and so a lot of like Bela Fleck, Scott Vestal, Noam Pickney, Wes Corbett. And actually, Wes Corbett plays when he plays with Sam Bush. He plays a Hawthorne. So they're I'll say they're fairly new to me, but they've been out for a little bit, but fantastic, and he makes these banjos. So I'll give a shout out to Glenn on these. But you can customize all the banjos. It's got a Huber pot and tone ring. He makes the necks. You can get the fret inlay however you want, the stain.
Yeah.
But he started making. He's one of the few in the United States that makes the top tension. And this top tension gives you a little bit different tone. It kind of gives you that bell sound a little bit. And I have a Stelling, which is that I played for years, but it's got a lot sharper tone, a little higher pitch. And this has. It's got more of that lower mid
end,
and then it keeps a real high, that kind of a bell tone, but it's interesting because standing behind it, you don't hear that much, and then all of a sudden I listen to recordings like, man, that thing just it projects out, so it's got a different setup on the back and the resonator. It's a lot heavier. That doesn't play in the favor of as you start getting.
Very nice banjo. Very nice banjo. Okay, we about timed out. So thank you, folks, for being with us today at the show at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. We're located 5109 Liberty Highway in Pickin, Pendleton, or Anderson area. So give us a call anytime you want at 864-376-1482. We just had a caller coming in, but we don't have time at this time to take a call on, so we're going to leave you here, and I'm going to go back there because our producer is not here today, so we're having to kind of shift on the cameras work. So I'm going to go back there and cut the air off, on air sign off, and get us off the air. And Fred's going to wave bye-bye to you when I get ready to cut them off. So thank you again for joining us at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. And we'll see you next week at the same time, 11 a.m. on Wednesday morning for our live broadcast. Thank you, folks. Yeah.